you blundering fools. It's time for the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. Get all the toy talk your eagle heart could desire from these nincompoops. Jason and Elgin.
Hey yo, toys, and welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where friends get together to talk about one of our shared loves.
Ravioli.
So good, right? Meat, cheese, whatever you stick in there, it's good, right?
Yeah, exactly. Delicious.
Oh yeah, also toy collecting. we're here to celebrate how these little colorful pieces of plastic can transform you into a little kid again. If this is your first time listening to us or watching us live on YouTube every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, first of all, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. There's so much in the world to have your attention.
Yeah.
So thanks for giving us a little bit of yours today.
Exactly.
You're also going to learn soon enough that we are not toy experts. Oh, no. We're just toy enthusiasts. So we're not going to get all the details right, and that's okay.
Yeah. And before we jump into today's episode, we've got something exciting to tell you about. That's our Patreon and YouTube community, The Core. When you listen, The Core, that's the Cracktastic organization of retro plastic specialists, you unlock a treasure trove of exclusive perks made just for hardcore collectors like you. You get bonus episodes, shout-outs, early access, plus an exclusive chat with us and the other Core members. So don't wait. Enlist in The Core today. Just go to enlistinthecore.com to help support the show.
I love how it's the end of every infomercial. You try to speed up there at the end. That's great. All right. Well, in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we are turning up the brightness and celebrating the color pink. From Barbie dreamhouses to Power Ranger suits, from My Little Ponies to obscure retro figures decked out in fuchsia, we're diving into the rosy side of toy collecting. We'll talk about how pink has been used across toy lines through the decades, sometimes bold, sometimes surprising, and always iconic. Plus, we'll share our favorite pink toys from our own collections and discuss how the color can carry meaning, nostalgia, and a little bit of attitude. It's time to embrace the pink side. Toy fans, you can do this.
Exactly.
Pretty excited.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Pink's cool.
Don't be afraid of pink.
And then later in the show, Elgin's going to take us on a toy store tour. I saved it, and then I did all this, and now I ruined it. But hey,
It's tough.
Tour of a toy store later. Words are hard.
Tell me about it.
You can also follow us on all the social media platforms, including Patreon, and those links can be found at our website, cracktasticplastic.com. And while you're surfing the interwebs, be sure to stop by our sponsor, toyhacks.com, for all your Repro label needs. Yes. They have an armory where you can get some toy-accurate 3D printed weaponry and tons of amazing sticker sets for your toys. We also have a monthly contest that Elgin's going to tell you all about.
That's right. Every month we post something to our social media pages for you guys and gals to comment on. And once you comment on whatever we post there, then we will pick the most, bestest, funniest thing, or just whatever we feel like that day. And you will win a $5 coupon to toyhacks.com. $5 footlong.
What?
Yeah, they need to bring
if only they had those available at toyhacks.com.
I wish that was a thing still. But it is Subway, so maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
But you can comment on our picture, whatever we post monthly, and win a $5 coupon to toyhacks.com.
Thank you, Elgin. But right now, let's talk about what toys we've picked up lately in a segment we call Thrill of the Hunt.
Listen up, you fools! If anyone knows more about searching for the most unique items in the world, it's me, Cobra Commander. In my reign as Cobra's leader, I have acquired countless items, but those meddling Joes have foiled my attempt at worldwide domination over and over again. But it's the thrill of the hunt that fuels my superb rule of Cobra. Pay attention to my loyal subordinates as they tell you of their latest exploits and acquisitions. It's the thrill of the hunt, Cobra!
Elgin,
Jason.
Do you like boobs?
Well, who doesn't?
We've been called a couple of boobs, and
Yes.
so to help support
Some
us, we'd
royal
love to...
boobs, maybe.
royal
boob.
Yes. Yeah. So October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Definitely want to send you all over to nationalbreastcancer.org to donate, help the cause.
Exactly.
So I think it was nice. Good idea, Elgin, on this
Thank
topic
you.
for today. And
yeah, always prevention is always, the best to catch it before it does spread. And it is one of the top cancers that, of course, women get. And it's always, not only for women, but cancer in general, for anyone to find out early enough to either try to remove it or, do some sort of medical, procedure.
Screening and all,
screenings and just early prevention is always best. And this also helps those that do have breast cancer to help pay those medical bills as well and help research and hopefully someday beat cancer. So very important for all.
The worst.
Especially women.
All right, let's pick it back up. Hey, you probably had some toys lately.
I had a couple, two things.
Two, three.
Yeah. Finally getting around to opening some Origins, back to the Origins.
Yes.
Finally. So I'm trying to get to some of those, and then I'll start the cartoon collection stuff that I have. But these were some that I was actually, really excited to finally get. So maybe about a year and a half ago, I was able to pre-order these at Big Bad Toy Store, and it took about a year and a half. They kept delaying,
Oof.
and they finally got it. I was like, I'm not going to cancel because I need these two guys, especially because they were Walmart exclusive figures that I never saw at Walmart, and it was just, taking forever. I'm like, but when they popped on Big Bad Toy Store, immediately pre-ordered them, and then they sat in their pre-order limbo for a year and a half. Finally got it shipped out. Of course, then I waited another 90 days before I shipped out to collect all my pile of loot. And these guys are so. The first one I did was a figure that showed up in the classics line as a 3-pack, actually, but they just did these as single carded figures here in Origins, and that is Terror. And as you can see,
how do you spell that?
So the word terror, right?
Sure, of course.
And
we all do.
The word roar, like
ROAR.
Yes. So combine those.
Hell yeah.
Roar.
Motu's got the best names.
All one word. So he's basically a Kit Bash.
Yeah, about to say.
in a repainted Kit Bash. That's going to be the theme with this other figure as well that I'm going to talk about next. So basically you have Whiplash's head painted this kind of purple. And then you have Rattler's neck painted the same purple, greenish color, orangish, yellow, whatever color that is on his neck. And then, so he has the extended neck of Rattler, but they just gave him the extra piece. He also has Rattler's tail, that kind of flexible snake Rattler tail. It's all, and he's all this purple color. Purple and black is kind of the and some silver as well. And then we have Mosquito's boots, so they reuse those. And then we have the belt is a Snakeman belt, but it's basically like Trapjaw's kind of belt, because he also has Trapjaw's right arm, the mechanical arm in black there. So you can swap these pieces out, much like Trapjaw. So he has the claw or the clamp. He has his gun, his little laser gun, and of course the hook as well, accessory. So those can all be swapped out for whatever you want to put in his right arm. Basically, just pop that in there, and then you have it. Now, the only thing is, much like Trapjaw, he should have a belt that has loops on it to hold all the stuff. He does not have that. So there's no way for you to loop this onto his belt. They just have to be like, but they gave him the pieces to like the hooks in there to do that, but they just didn't, give you a belt to hook any of that stuff into. And on the clamp as well. So yeah, so basically a kit bash of Mosquitor, Rattler, Trapjaw, Whiplash, and then repainted this purple, black, and green-ish neck. Just a crazy.
Do you think Motu's like one of the first kit bashable lines, toy lines?
I feel like they just had the spare parts around, and they're just like, hey, we need a new character.
I love they're leaning into it, man.
And this, and then combine it. But so the main reason why I want, because one, it's a cool character, but two, it's the box art of Snake Mountain, which means I can put him over there on Snake Mountain, and he's going up the ramp, I think, on the box art, along with a couple other figures. So that's where he's going once this is done, is over on Snake Mountain. That was kind of the big thing with this one. The next one I just opened. This video came out earlier today, this morning, for Motu Monday, and it is another of a Snake Men figure, kit bash, repainted figure, and it is Lord Grasp, and that's GR' ASP. ASP is asp, which is a snake grasping something, because he has
Whoa, look at this guy.
Clawful's lobster arm, so he can grasp you, but he's also a snake, so he's an... Am I explaining this too much?
No.
Am I over explaining it too much? All right, so once again we have a repainted figure. Well, kit bashed first and then repainted with this kind of yellow and black motif with some orange boots, and then I think kind of a grayish, maybe tealish cape. So let's run down the elements of this guy. So his head is Squeeze's snake head. So Squeeze's snake head. Of course, we have Clawful's lobster hand on his right hand there. So
can you explain the paint job?
It's yellow and black.
Well, I
guess.
I know the color. I just like, what's with the dots and the...
I don't know. They don't really. It's almost honeycomb like, and I don't know why they chose this. I think probably just recreating the classics line of what they put out. So I don't know why they have all the design on it. He's a snake. He's supposed to be a snake man. What snake has a claw arm? And Squeeze is always kind of not maybe mad, but like, this does not look like a snake head. It looks like a dinosaur. It looks like a dinosaur head, if anything. But they put it on Squeeze. Anyway, Squeeze with multiple E's and
all the E's.
All that. Okay, continuing on. His body is just basically a normal buck torso, like just a muscular torso. Same with his arm as well. Except they did, if I take this shield off, they did kind of give him maybe on the forearm the little sharp edges to kind of like I think that's like the evil Skeletor. Yeah, it's like a Skeletor arm. So this could technically be a Skeletor arm repainted. So there's that. The legs are kind of normal. Basically, this is the torso with the crotch and legs. Let's pull it off. Or basically could be any heroic warrior's bottom half repainted. Like the boots, the orange boots.
Yeah.
Those could be He-Man's. The leg, same with the legs, and this kind of belt along the crotch. It's like the waist. This could basically be, they just pulled this out of the heroic bin of legs. And they're like, okay, let's repaint this.
Which legs we got the most of? Grab them.
Yeah. Throw me another He-Man leg.
Did we sell enough Clawfuls? Yeah. No? All right. Guess what?
And then, of course, the cape feels like Scareglow's cape. I don't think it's like a King Randor cape. It feels more like Scareglow's. just with the way it's looking. Although it could be, and it is kind of a soft plastic, but it still stays in that kind of shape of a cape. But I mean, making him a lord technically would make him some sort of royalty as well. So maybe it is King Randor's cape. They don't really say that in like anything that he is like, you know, he should be like, no, I'm Lord Grass, no, you know, just like that type of thing. They don't say anything like that. They do give him basically King Hiss's shield that's been repainted. This would have been like a dark green.
Yeah.
The snake shield, this triangular snake shield. And of course, they gave him a snake staff painted in black. So I think they just give that to every snake man, regardless of whether they use it or not. In the mini comic, he has a sword. They didn't give that to him. They didn't even like, forget that. The other thing is they show him like with the shield, like he's like, you know, he's like this. They never once show him with this. Plus, you can't really put it in his claw hand. You could probably also put it in this shield hand, but I mean, how busy does that look? It looks terrible. Aesthetically, it looks terrible. This is fine, I guess, with the shield and everything. But what I've always said is that Clawful, that is his weapon. His claw hand is his weapon. He has, in the vintage one, he has another claw, and then he has his big claw.
Yeah.
And then they gave him a mace that he can't hold.
Right.
Like with like a loop around the helm to like wrap on it. But he like he already has weapons. His claws are his weapons. But like, oh, we need to give him a weapon that he
I like
can't
when
use.
you get mad.
I know. It's just irritating, you know. It's like it's trying to think too hard about a toy, maybe to give it weight or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so these two guys are kind of finishing. And on the back of the card art, it was basically an entire snake wave. So you had these two guys, Lord Grasp, Terror, the Viper guy who's back down there, pointing at him, sort of, kind of. He's back there. He's basically the representation of the Viper Tower that I'm also pointing at in the video. You can't see what I'm pointing at, obviously, if you're listening, but I'm pointing at something. It's Viper. It's the big snake tower section of Eternia, the snake part of it. And then Reptilax, which was featured in one cell of a mini comic back in the 80s. And then they made an entire character of him. So that whole wave was these just all snake men. And then, but then on the card art, so that's on the back of the mini comic, is that cross sell. But on the card art, it shows these two guys and then going into the cartoon collection. So this is kind of the transition era of going from Origins now to them pushing cartoon collection heavily. So also kind of maybe fun fact, I guess, or just a interesting observation that that's what they were like thinking or alluding to, but like nobody like believed it, kind of thing. Rant's over. I'm done. That's all. That's all I got.
Well, before we move on, I got to address this chat. It's been going crazy during the whole time. From way back at the beginning, we got Tiffany. She says toasted ravioli.
I don't know if I've ever had that.
Really? Okay.
Is it too crunchy? I feel like it'd be too crunchy.
I think some people think of it like a mozzarella stick. It's just that same kind of breading. You can dip it in your red sauce. I think.
So it's like an appetizer.
Yeah. I see it sent. Okay.
I see nodding.
Yeah. We got newest channel member Beam Bleem.
Hey.
In the chat says, "Hey guys, what's up, Beam Bleem? Thank you so much for supporting the show. We really appreciate it. Speaking of, we got Mike Ward. He says, "Hey guys, I'm watching with the wife and daughter."
Awesome.
Good. And then we got some. It's weird because we're using StreamYard.
Right.
We don't get to see all the crazy emojis, but
yeah, of course.
It's pretty neat. We got VV.
I'm guessing it was an Autobot emoji.
Yeah, it's one of the The one we had. Yeah, because the channel members get access to exclusive emojis.
That's right. 99 cents a month. You can become a channel member here by clicking that join button below. Super easy. Helps support the show.
We got VV No-Nos down here. Gave a cute little emoji, though. And
awesome.
We got Rowan in the chat.
Hey.
Did a face pink drinking tea.
Okay.
Oh, yep. That's a pink face drinking tea. Okay.
Awesome.
And then more emojis, and then more emojis, and then Rowan starts shushing Beam Bleem, and then they're going at it, and they're laughing.
Emoji, an emoji battle.
I know. It went crazy there.
Awesome.
All right. I got a few things.
I'll have to rewatch it so I can see all the emoji battles
going
YouTube.
On. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll start with this one. So if you paid attention at all, you knew we had this little event called Halloween-a-Palooza this last weekend. I'm barely awake still. I don't know. I meant to ask you before we went on how you were doing.
Well, I just went to go do see first day in Knoxville today all day. So I've been volunteering for that.
Oh, Lord.
So I woke up, took Ethan to school, and then Amanda and I drove to Knoxville and
did that
and did more volunteer work.
Gosh dang.
So yeah, I'm burnout right now.
Yeah. It caught up to me today. So during Halloween-a-Palooza, I had a couple gifts given to me.
Oh, nice.
And one of them, I didn't know where it came from until I got home. It was just in my little pile in our room.
Right.
And so I apologize to anyone if you're watching this and you are like, you a-hole, I told you I gave you those things, but I was so busy I don't remember it. They're really freaking cool cards, collector cards. From 40th anniversary Transformers. So they got all this original G1 box art, just of all tons of characters, right? Tons and tons, and amazing. There's some other different kinds of cards later. On the backs of these cards, there's neat little write-ups about each one that tells about the characters. Really neat, really cool. I don't know if it's a set or what. They're kind of numbered. If you look on the back,
I assume they would probably be a set.
Yeah, but I've seen like a couple repeats. I don't know, but I don't.
Maybe like wave 1 and 2, or maybe
I
second year.
I didn't know about these honestly until they showed up at my house after the show. Don't even know how they got there. Really cool stuff. I can stare at this G1 box art all day.
It's awesome like that.
It's just so freaking
cool. There's just something about vintage artwork that always gets me. Like it's just it's art. Like art in the pure sense. Even if you go like to a museum or something and you're looking at something on the wall, like that always transports.
Some guy painted this. Yeah, exactly. Some guy painted this art and stuff. Yeah. So
and something you can just look at and see different things every time. Like
100%.
I missed that. It's like, and it just mesmerizes you, just like in the moment of it.
The next thing I got, our friend volunteers Dallas and Katie Paris. They came into a collection of VHS stuff. And they teased me with some videos of them opening it and stuff and being like, you want it, Jason? And all sorts of funny stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but yeah. And then so they just brought it and gave it to me on the day. Hey, we got a Mike Ward saying, hey, Tiffany back. Awesome. We got this neat little big box set Transformers here. Cool. The Ultimate Doom Volume 2. These old VHS boxes are amazing.
Yeah.
Just again, that artwork that's of its own kind. It's it's not from the comic book. It's not from anything but this. Right. Speaking of comics, there's some artwork on the back that tells part of the story.
That's awesome.
So freaking cool, right?
Type of. Very cool.
And this was from a local place. Just if anyone knows, but Movie Land, the big castle.
Oh yeah.
Movie Land was amazing. Look at this leather, faux leather bound big box
That's crazy.
of the. See, kids, this is a VHS tape. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Anyway, Be Kind, Rewind. So it was really sweet of Dallas and Katie Paris to gift this to me. It was really sweet and is going to look great in with the stuff, you know.
Yeah, he ended up giving me a VHS, but
Oh, good.
It was literally like, here, take this.
Yeah,
I never asked. Like it was Finding Nemo in the big
why
case,
that?
the big case. I don't. And so I put it in our VHS collection with the other big, those big cases. The puffy style one.
Oh yeah,
we have
clamshells. We would
the big clamshell ones the Disney put out. We have a bunch of those from when Lily was young and kept them all. But so I was like, okay, well, alphabetically it goes here, so just stuck that in there. But it was literally like we were leaving, like we were just like he was leaving Rocky Horror, and he's like,
weirdo.
He gave Mike something. And he's like, and I guess you get this one. I'm like, thanks, Dallas.
Well, the last thing I got to show is it finally happened. I finally got all 6 of the Constructicons,
nice.
and I finally got my Devastator.
Yay!
It is complete. I got to just spend time the day or two before Halloween-a-Palooza just putting them together, doing it all without instructions, and just like figuring it out, and that's
combining it.
Yeah, it's just like, this is not a Scramble City bot. So those are combiners where like you can switch the arms and legs around and whatever and stuff. This guy has always been very specific. This dump truck, or this goes here, this guy goes here. They all go together that way. And so cool. He is freaking gigantic. He's solid as a rock. The Combiner Wars one he is bigger, but he's way floppier, and I don't know, the articulation. He's got knees and thighs. He's got great posability as a giant bot, and is a little more in scale with the new modern versions too. So
that's awesome.
It's just so great to. I don't think it's been a full year, but it's a journey. It was sweet.
It's almost a year
since we started this guy. Yeah.
We're in October, so.
Yeah. It was nice of Hasbro to promise putting him out in a calendar year. So happy to have him finally. I did just get earlier today my final aerial bot, so I'll be able to get Superion together soon too. But yeah, so big boy. Well, all right. Okay. So pink.
Yes, pink.
Real men wear pink.
That's true. That's what has been said.
I do love that. When we were younger, pink was definitely not a popular color for boys.
Yeah,
and it meant girls.
Yes, that's very much of the time of when we were growing up. It was blue was for boys, pink was for girls. It was very gender specific, those colors. Like when you had a newborn baby, you made the room blue or you made it pink. Like it was very specific.
Yeah.
And but yeah, times are changing. We need to change at those times as well. So embrace all colors. And but tonight we're talking about pink for sure.
That's right.
But some the 80s too, they embraced that color, because especially in the 90s too.
Yes.
90s were super vivid colors, but even in the 80s they had plenty of pink going around as well. They even had a movie called Pretty in Pink. So
that's true.
How more 80s can you get?
That's pretty pink. Hey, so who wants to go first?
I can. I kind of bundled some stuff as I was going through all the totes and shelves and stuff. I was like scrambling. I'm like, because at first I was like, I was like, I know I have a couple things that are pink. But come to find out, I have a lot of stuff that's actually, but it's a lot of the stuff that's kind of repeated.
Yeah.
So I kind of grouped them in kind of like Motu, Turtles, Wrestlers, and crossovers, I guess. That's kind of how I'll go through stuff here for the show, if that makes sense. Let's start with Motu stuff. In the Filmation show for Masters of the Universe, we always saw that Prince Adam famously wore a pink vest, and I was like, well, I know I have a Prince Adam Origins figure and a vintage figure. Let me grab those. Of course, they don't make them pink.
No, I ran in to get my Prince Adam. I'm like, son of a, that's not even pink.
I was like, that's red. Like that's a red color. And so I'm like, crap. I'm like, I got it. So I'll get back to Prince Adam. When he came with as a figure, though, he always came with a pink sword, which didn't really make any sense. That he has a pink sword, and then it turns into the regular power sword, but they packaged it with a pink sword for whatever reason. So I do have that. I do have his the Origins pink sword, and this is the early version too, because look how thick this handle is. So they had issues with this when it first came out, that he couldn't even hold on to the sword. It was so the handle was so thick. They actually re-released it and made a thinner handle, but this is the original first release of this pink power sword.
Now I want to check mine. Dang.
Yeah. So and I got mine like right when they first came out at Walmart. Like I because it came with it was Prince Adam and the Jet Sled as a 2-pack. One of the very first things that came out, like wave 1. And so I grabbed that, but I remember it's like, man, this does not fit in his hand. And then come to find out, like, we messed up. But I do have his pink power sword. But I did find there's been a lot of bad things, not said by us, but said by other people about Funko Pop.
Right.
And the one good thing that Funko Pop has always done is color match their toys. And that's right. I have the Prince Adam with the pink vest and a normal power sword, like it should be. Not a pink sword, but he does have this pink vest.
It's the pink
with even the little belt that they came with in the vintage elastic belt thing. But I mean, come on, Funko, you're killing it with these colors. It's like this is accurate as can be. That's one of the things I've always loved about Funko is how accurate they are with all the stuff. Which then goes into, I was like, oh, Orko is kind of pink. Of course, all the figures that I have, not pink.
Right.
Of course, but then you look at Funko again, and they're doing it right with this dark pink. With this cloak. They basically just made it the same color as hat for the figures. So like they just did that, but they gave them the color accurate pink. And it's like, well, what about Trapjaw? We know Trapjaw had kind of alternate versions as well. And we get this kind of pink chase version of Trapjaw with this pink helmet, pink boots,
pink tidy whities.
Yeah, exactly.
Tidy pinkies
on them. Yeah. But we get this kind of chase version. But in the cartoon, we know that his right arm, it was never black. It was always pink. It was that bright pink color. They just always made it black in the vintage figure. I think in the cartoon collection, they are making it that pink color again.
Oh, good.
Finally. I think I have it somewhere. I haven't opened it yet, but I think it's in a tote somewhere. And the last of the Funkos is, of course, Tongue Lasher, which they made it even pinker than the vintage figure. I was like, oh, let me grab the vintage figure. Doesn't even look close. Like this is so much pinker than that vintage figure that I have. And I don't have an Origins one yet of this guy to kind of compare. But So I grabbed Funko because their colors are awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Rowan says in the chat, Funko Pops are so overhated. I think they're very cute and nice figurines.
Exactly. Thank you.
Completely agree. All right, well, I'll do a little bundle too. When you think Transformers, one character I think comes to mind before any others. That's RC.
Mm-hmm.
She's from the movie and from a lot of stuff now. I kind of here's the here she is.
Yep.
Trying to think of the name of the line that this was.
Is it RID or no?
No, this Earthrise.
Yeah.
But she looks great. I kind of wish we could have waited maybe a few more weeks because I got the missing link version of her coming soon, but that's fine. We'll talk more RC. But I got about 500 RC figures.
I was gonna
so
say
I only picked out 2. This is probably her most recognizable color scheme and everything from the movie. You know, with their Princess Leia buns and everything.
Right.
It's pretty blue eyes. And then I just grabbed another one that I like a lot. This one's from Universe.
Okay.
I believe, but it's just another version of her. She's got some neat little blue clear weapons,
more
but
white in this one, yeah.
Yeah,
and they use that white and pink color scheme a lot with her. I've seen.
Mm-hmm. There's a handful of stuff where they go a little more red instead of pink.
Yeah.
So there's a handful of those. I'm like, I can't use that RC like I wanted to, but
right.
But yeah. Just classically known for being the pink, and you know, it's the girl too, so you know, it's unfortunately gender bias like that.
Right.
But not all of my I think that might these are I got one more girl pink one later, but I got a bunch of boy pink stuff too. What do you got?
Just quickly coming back to some couple of Motu things. They did make, of course, probably the most famous vehicle that they made pink was, of course, Land Shark, and it's super pink.
It's hot pink, yeah.
Yeah. And I have multiple versions of this. The vintage. This is Origins. This is the extra one I had with it's missing a bunch of stuff. But yeah, and even like Hot Wheels, different versions of Hot Wheels are still that full head is is pink, and even the body as well. But they just made it I think I put a Street Shark in this one just to hang out, just because it's missing stuff. I'm like, well, a shark riding a shark is
too cool.
Is fun, I guess. So, and then Screech from the Origins. I picked the Origins one because it's a little pinker than the vintage one, especially on these wings. So this is Skeletor's bird, mechanical bird, and he does have the action feature of flapping his wings, of course, much like the vintage one.
Yep.
But that pink on the edge of the feathers really pops with that purple as well. And that's kind of a theme, especially with Mochi stuff, is that pink and purple combination. I know they're kind of similar versions of red, basically. Yeah, much like us, much like our logos. I mean, it feels so iconic, that kind of that bright pink and dark purple and everything. It works so well, and it feels nostalgic to probably both of us, that we want to use that with our own stuff. But so I got those two guys.
Cool. Since I sort of mentioned it, I'll just go ahead and do it. We got another kind of famous one from the G1 series, Alita 1. She's with her latest figure. She's pretty BA herself. Got several different shades of pink and hot pink, a little more red in the middle there, but all over the place and kicking butt. Very cool figure. She's awesome. Kind of Optimus's girlfriend, if you will. Kind of a little bit, but yeah, she looks great. Alita 1.
moving on to just quickly here with this is kind of its own thing, but I was trying to go through all the toy lines I had, and sometimes you don't talk about these enough. Is the GI Joe Classified line, which has great articulation on their figures, and lots of awesome weapons and everything, and they scale well with Masterverse and other wrestlers and stuff too. But I have Zorana from
Oh yeah,
with her pink leather midriff jacket. I want to say,
as they all should be.
yeah, and I kept her with the kind of the I don't know, business in front and party in the back, I guess.
Yeah.
hairdo. But yeah, this was really the only classified that I have that has some pink. But yeah, once again, you know, falling back into the tropes of using pink for a girl as well. I mean, it's sometimes it feels lazy to do that, but it looks great with this one though.
Yeah, she's badass though, so I wouldn't
it's
tell her how girly you think she is.
Yeah, exactly.
She'll stab you in the eye.
Yes, it's true. Very true. But yeah, that's my only one I have from the classic
Awesome.
line.
This one here is quite a toy of legend. It thought maybe it didn't exist or we'd never see anything like it. In the early days, you know, they'll take the early catalogs of our vintage toys. Sometimes the toy's not ready and they'll photograph prototypes.
Right.
And like the color schemes they haven't settled on yet before production.
Sure.
And those will make it into catalogs, into some photography that gets out. And early on, you see the 86 Transformers movie, Hot Rod is more pink in that movie. And he was slated to be a hot pink. But when it came time to release the toy, and we've heard about how the Transformers team didn't want to sell toys to girls or didn't support that. They turned more magenta, more red.
Sure.
And then the unthinkable happened. The retro reissues came out and they fucking did it. They did it. They made it screen accurate. They made Hot Rod the pink that he should be, and he's freaking beautiful.
That looks pretty cool, actually.
It looks so good, just like from the movie. You can just so much pink, and it's just unbelievable. I have so many people I know that are like, well, they're trying to take these parts and put them on the original parts, like with their chrome and stuff. Sure. But they the way the reissues took the G1 molds and just changed the colors in different places to make them more accurate. Anyway, this is a legendary make it right thing that they did, and gosh,
redemption
just looking on the screen now, it looks more pink than it does in person, and I just love it.
Dark, dark pink. For sure.
I'm gonna leave it right here because it's beautiful. Anyway, we got Hot Rod.
Yeah. Moving on to late 80s, early 90s with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They had quite a few, especially probably most famously. Of course, we got good old Krang.
Yeah.
And his My Android Body one. This actually opens up, so you can actually take Krang out and take out this chewed up piece of bubble gum. And there he is on all his brain so he doesn't have arms because the arms are built into this thing, to the Android body. He does come with arms, like attachable arms. If you take him out, you can attach them, but I always leave him in this because he's in a fighting pose. But yeah, Krang.
Funny you picked him. My next one, Krang. I got Krang here from when they reissued these Turtles classics. Krang, you're looking so good.
Yeah, I think Ethan picked him up as well.
Like I knew you were going to have some Krang of some sort.
Lost in his bedroom somewhere. I need to pick him up. I need to pick him up so I can put him in the Technodrome.
Yeah, exactly. He's got his own space in there. All these weapons for it.
I know.
What are you going to do with those guy with no hands?
Yeah, I think you just attach them to the walker thing.
Yeah. All right.
But continuing on with turtles, we got Splinter. Of course, we got the vintage with his little robe is a darker pink. And then they made this kind of reissue one with this kind of lighter pink. Or
that looks like
versus
a house robe.
Yeah, his
with the white.
I know with the little white edges around it. But I got this lighter one in a 4-pack of it was 2 turtles and then Manta Ray and then another Splinter. You never have enough splinters is what I always say.
You've always been saying that.
Yeah. And they gave him some nice eyelashes too.
Aw.
You know, they really went to town.
Some eyeliner. Yeah, he's
some guy
all dolled up.
But yeah, so this is my vintage one. This is the one I had as a kid.
Aw.
Yeah. Even with the
anytime you can pull something out from childhood, you're like, I'm doing it.
And then this one was fairly new. Of course, the flocked one I have does not have, because that's a movie one, so it has his kind of his raggedy clothes on from the movie. So, but these are the non-movie, figures that they would make instead of those. Tuning on quickly with turtles. Also have a mutagen man, which he has his pink guts on the inside. You can see it without this reflection. And he also has this little pink top on the top of this thing, but his eyes are there. You're supposed to fill this with water, so his other stuff that's in there floats around. But all his inside guts and stuff and his brain are all pink in there. He kind of has some pink accents as well on his body. And I just happen to have a random pink foot soldier also.
Is that from that other 4-pack?
Yeah, it was the 4-pack of foot soldiers, of the video game foot soldiers, basically. The one that has a little pixelated, it looks like an NES game style one, which I think, the one I played most is Manhattan Project, so Turtles 3. And they have a bunch of brightly colored foot soldiers in that game as well, which is a really fun game to play, mainly because it has every character. It has Super Shredder, regular Shredder, Krang, Razor, Toka. It has tons of characters and stuff that you can fight. There's different bosses through the levels. But and the final Turtles thing I have is a crossover, and that is the April O'Neil Power Rangers Pink Ranger, of course, and it comes with its April O'Neil head there that you can swap out. But this is really the only Power Ranger that I
have. I was in a Ollie's today, and they literally had the Pink Power Ranger Lightning Collection one there, and I took everything I had not to buy it.
Yeah, those Lightning. This is a Lightning Collection as well. And they're great. Their articulation on them is awesome. The accessories that comes with it comes with blast effects. I think she comes with the bow, and she even comes with a camcorder recorder thing and a microphone.
So
because
cool.
It's April O'Neil, and the head sculpt's okay. It feels more like it looks more like a Judith Hogue-esque head sculpt.
More
than a cartoon version of it as well. So maybe if you combined Judith Hogue and Paige, Paige Tirico, that's what you get. But it definitely does not look like Amy Jo Johnson for sure.
No.
So I have for some turtle stuff.
Okay. Another quick little transformer here. My little, just the Titans return. Little Titan Master Fangry. He's just a nice little hot pink little dude, based on the G1 Fangry. Turned out awesome. Pretty cool little dude. Love that hot pink. We also got in the chat here real quick. We got Mike Ward saying, being a father of 3 daughters, we have had many pink toys throughout the years. Barbies, Monster High, Polly Pockets, just to name a few.
Yeah, my daughter still has a bunch of her Monster High and Barbies. that she has. And
wondered if you're
she
going to
loves
try
them.
to sneak some from her to
They're
get.
all at her. They're all in Ames. Like
Dang it.
I don't have any here. She took them all with her, so which is fine. She plays with them there. So
Yep.
she's 26 and still plays with all their stuff. So
Aw,
just like her
awesome.
dad, I guess. So,
Uh-huh.
there was one more crossover. Of course, we have the Turtles of Grayskull, and I know we showed it last week as well because Ethan got it, but just quickly, Ratlore with his
so
translucent pink neck and head and hands and feet, and once again that purple and pink combo with, and even those little, I don't know, xenomorph thing that looks like he's attacking him. But yeah, one of my favorites from this line, this Ratlore, that his neck explodes out of his mouth as a dragon. It's a pink dragon. It's crazy, and it's articulated, and everything is mouse articulated, and just a crazy, translucent, vivid color explosion of 90s nostalgia almost. So there's that guy.
I got two more things, really.
I got one thing that's all bundled.
Okay.
So,
well, my first thing is a bundle too. Remember when Megatron was pink? No. Here's a little Megatron. This is like a series I found on like Temu.
Okay.
Of little keychains. You got keychains here.
Sure.
Just there's like 6 of them, and for some reason Megatron was pink.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weird. Speaking of keychains, remember when Freddy Krueger was all pink? What?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I mean, he's probably burned up and mostly all burny pink now, but
yeah, I would think that his flesh would be not medium rare.
Right,
right, would be overdone.
So I had a couple keychains, cool. And then one more.
Well, the last thing is probably the thing I had the most of that's pink is wrestlers. I mean, that to me is like the most flamboyant of using that color as a way to pop.
I already know
for an audience. For an audience, it's kind of like the most easiest way, especially if you're in an arena, you can see that color cut through almost everything. So I have a few wrestlers here. I have this Dolph Ziggler, who is no longer with WWE. Like I keep seeing his stuff on TikTok, like talking interviews and stuff with Chris Van Vliet, just about like, oh, should you be in the Hall of Fame? And they like go through all this. Like he's had like world titles, Intercontinental Championships. He's been TNA and done indies and stuff like that all through. And so it's like, well, maybe, but he has these pink leggings. He's part of the cheer squad too back in the day. And but yeah, just that this was part of a Build-A-Figure set with, hopefully we'll talk about it at another time at some point. But his very bright pink leggings with some skulls on them, I guess. But not too bad of a head sculpt for Dolph Ziggler. I kind of wish it wasn't in the ponytail, but like the longer version of that. Then of course we have a WCW era Rey Mysterio when he first debuted. Of course, he debuted with this pink tights and the little question marks on this because it's Rey Mysterio. He's mysterious with his pink luchador, not helmet, but face mask, and kind of this kind of shiny as well. Some pink accents as well on his shoulders. But yeah, the pink tights were kind of the classic WCW era Rey Mysterio Jr. And of course, we got Ravishing Rick Rude.
Yep.
We got his pink tights, and then he even painted the Ultimate Warrior on his butt to make fun of him because they had a whole thing, a rivalry going on, and pink boots, pink tights. And of course, he has to go like this, and then go.
Oh, do the
and then flick the sweat at you. As part of the Master of the WWE Eternia line, they came out with this Manny Faces version with the New Day, because originally the New Day had 3 characters. It had Big E, Kofi, and Xavier Wood. Kofi Kingston, back when he was still Jamaican. So you have all three of their faces in here. That's Kofi. That's Bobby. That's Big E. And that's Xavier Woods. But that pink, super bright pink. This is the WWE Eternia line, which is a favorite, of course, of mine.
Brilliant.
Combining. And the last one, of course, wouldn't be wrestling without Bret. The hit.
That's the one. That's the one. Yep.
With his, this is the WWE Eternia version as well. But this was one of my favorite ones, is with him giving him the Triclops armor on him. Executioner of Excellence. Best there was. You know the best. But yeah, his bright pink. And he even has a shade that goes over that has the pink visor. So on this one particularly, it has 3 different visors because it's Triclops. So it has like a pink and then another color and another color.
Awesome.
They really killed it with these Eternia ones. But yeah, like I said, most of the wrestlers, pink accents were not a thing of, not unusual, let's say, for them to use in their color palette. So it's always, like I said, it always makes it pop and always sets them apart from, just, I'm just gonna wear all black or something. That's boring.
Yeah.
Get some color in your life, and use that. So that's what I got.
All right. Well, for my last thing, it's kind of the perfect thing for me. It's the pinkest thing I have in this whole building, and it fits. And it fits for October. We got Frankenberry.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Frankenberry, this NECA figure is unbelievably amazing. I still got to pick up Booberry, but just amazing. So much pink. Incredible box, little magnet. Yep, that's a magnet front there.
Cool.
Just fun. Frankenberry.
Is it strawberry flavored? Is that what we?
I believe so.
Decided. I still need to try those.
Yep, artificial strawberry flavor, frosted cereal, and marshmallow bits.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever eaten any of them.
Dude, we got a Count Chocula at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
I love it. Not just because I want to.
Sure.
Because we've tried a couple of those Wednesday weird cereal, the Netflix show Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, you tried cereal on Wednesday? Great.
Nope. They're cool and all, the themed cereal, but we got some Count Chocula, and it was just like, this is freaking great.
Yeah,
so
I need to get all 3 or 4. I guess there's a 4th one now.
Yeah, there's some wolf guys. I don't know. There's different, but I can definitely recommend Count Chocula. I don't really like I forgot, just the normal chocolate cereal.
Like
Crispies, but
right, Choco Crisp.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, but I do like strawberry, so I would be if Frankenberry is as good as that.
Sure.
Then...
Yeah, I wanna buy them and then do like a me eat it, like not a mukbang per se, but like because those are gross. But I can't stop watching them.
Yes, Cocoa Krispies is the one. I don't really like.
Is that
Cocoa
what I said?
Krispies.
I feel like that's
totally what you said.
Not what I said, but
it's not at all.
In my brain, that's what it said.
Puffs I could do. Krispies, it goes soggy so fast. Anyway.
Yeah. Even regular Rice Krispies, it's like.
We got Bean Bleem saying Frankenberry is awesome, and he says great streams so far, guys.
Thank you.
Well, it's getting better every second. It's going to get better here soon too. Because we're going to take a quick little break, and we're going to tell you about our podcast network, the PFPN, the Prescribed Films Podcast Network. There's tons of amazing shows on this network, and this lady is going to tell you how to check that out.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
All right, we are back, and now it's time for Elgin to take us on a store tour.
All right, today's store is called Urbnpop Comic Company at 5054 Alatoona Gateway in Ackworth, Georgia. That's 11 hours and 44 minutes from Ottumwa. But if you're already in Georgia, particularly by Atlanta, it's only 36 minutes northwest of Atlanta. So basically a suburb of Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta is such a sprawl of a city. Basically the next state is a suburb of Atlanta. But it has a bunch of comics, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Funko Pop, lunchboxes, Marvel, DC characters, and much, much more. But did you know that Ackworth is nicknamed Lake City due to its proximity to Lake Ackworth and Lake Alatoona? These lakes were created in the mid-1900s and provided numerous opportunities for water sports and recreation. And after you get done boating out on the lakes, head over to Urbnpop Comic Company at 5054 Alatoona Gateway in Ackworth, Georgia.
Love it. Let's go. All right. Well, before we do go today, just want to remind everyone, if you want to help support the podcast, that would be fantastic. And we've already got so many great, awesome supporters, but if you want to help out, you can definitely do that by lots of things, like telling a friend, easy, leaving 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts. Love it. But one of the best ways, like Elgin mentioned at the top of the show, is heading over to enlistinthecore.com, CORPS, enlistinthecore.com. It's basically our Patreon. And over there you can get, for just pennies a month, I mean, lots of them, because it's really exclusive. No, it's not even that many.
No.
But for some pennies a month, you can choose a different tier that best suits you and help support the show. Top tier gets you all the good things like exclusive bonus episodes just for you core members. You get shout outs on the show, early access to videos, and you get to be in a chat with Elgin and I and all the other core members, which really might be the best. But and if you're more of a YouTube person, click that join button down below. Same perks, same prices. Even on YouTube, you get special things like your name gets to be a different color in the chat. You get a little badge next to your name that shows how long you've been a channel member. And you get access to exclusive emojis, just like you've been seeing throughout all the show. But like we said, one of those perks is shout outs on the show for the top tier guys. So we're going to do that now. We got Tony Miller, Chris Turnip Simmons, Alex LaForest, Bill Fisher, Colin Bunn, Chris DeMonico, and Mike Ward. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. We really, really appreciate it. It means the world, and we love chatting with you every day in the chat and talking toys with you, and means a lot to us to support the show. It really helps keep going. Keep it going. Well, any final words about Pink or breast cancer awareness?
Yeah, like I said, donate to that website we put up earlier. And there it is right there again. Go to it, visit, check it out. And if you can help out, great. If not, even spreading the word about it is good as well. You know, and like I said, getting prevention, getting your checkups, going to see a doctor. I know doctors are scary sometimes, especially if we don't want to ever hear bad news. But if it's early enough to catch something, then great. That's probably better than being too late to catch something. So check it out at that website below.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. Let's go schedule our checkups. What do you say?
Exactly.
All right. I know. I know. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching and listening. We really appreciate it. Until next time, keep being awesome.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. But not so fast, my foul fiends. Don't forget to follow these fools on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit cracktasticplastic.com. I'll be back.